Oh my goodness. This week has been kind of chaotic, but that's okay, because I just feel chaotic, so you know what that means. I get to tear down my room. No kidding. But kind of not. I'm gonna be like moving a lot of stuff and taking stuff down because I kind of feel like doing that. So yeah, I've been kind of bored. I need to change just something new because for some reason, some of the decor in my room has been bugging me. Okay? I've been wanting to get rid of stuff from this room for forever. Kind of not really. I think a lot of the stuff that I have in my room, like right now, so like those lanterns are coming down, used to be something that I adored. Okay? I still like them, but I don't love them anymore. And I think the problem was that I got a bigger bed. Okay? And now you're gonna laugh, right? And you're gonna be like, why is that? What causes that? Why? Well, because I'm not used to having so little space. Which is funny, because I would consider myself a maximalist, okay? I like putting stuff everywhere. I like having almost every single wall covered. I'll do a circle for you, because you can see every single wall is covered. And I don't know, I've been getting like, not necessarily claustrophobic, but like, I don't know. I've been wanting to kind of clear out some rooms, so a lot of the lanterns are gonna go. I'm gonna keep, I think, the leaves, and that's about it. The giant tapestry behind my bed, I think I'm gonna get rid of it. Not rid of it, I'll keep it for safekeeping. However, if I do take it down, I don't think I'll be able to put it back up if I don't like having it down. So it might just stay that way. But I'm thinking about keeping it. But everything else is going. I'm just gonna tear it apart. Some of this stuff has to go. And it's funny, because like this flag above my door, right? That one is the wrong flag. And that's my fault. Because I'm polyamorous. That's the right flag. I have the right one because I went to Pride and I got the right one after I got the wrong one like a year later. But I need to take this one down because that's the polysexual flag, which is, I don't know how to, it's like, polysexual is basically where you're attracted to multiple genders or like just multiple identities, but you cater to specific ones. So it's not technically wrong. I just don't want to label myself this year, and just having this up has always bugged me for some reason, so I just want to take it down. But yeah, that stuff, all of that above my bed, not bed, that's my closet. I don't sleep in my closet. I'm out, okay? I'm out. But that all there, that's coming down. So, but yeah, I just feel like tearing stuff down. So, yeah, let's take some stuff down. It's so dusty. It feels so empty now. That's gonna weird me out. Oh, it's so weird. But it's okay. I'll fill in the spaces. I got bags that need to go out. I genuinely love, like, deep conversations, especially with, like, people that I trust and love. And, like, I think it's kind of sad that I feel like it's harder and harder at least in my opinion, it feels harder and harder to find people where you can be like that, where you don't even have to have the same opinions about things or like the same things, but you can have discussions on them. And I love meaningful discussion. I love having a deep conversation with somebody. And so, like, I just got back from a little night outing with Emmanuel. And we just talked. And we went out to eat. We were in our pajamas, went to Chili's. It was great. And we just talked. And I forget how much I love those type of conversations sometimes. And it was really nice just to get out of the house and spend just a bit of time and just kind of picking at each other's brains. Not in a cannibalistic way. But I think, I wish that, more people were so open about it. I think we just kind of trust each other and we get each other enough that we can completely disagree on stuff. And we still have a great time, right? And I do think it's kind of sad that it's kind of feels like a dying art, or like specific generations tend to be a little bit more put off by it. And it's like, no, talk about it. Talk about the things that make you excited. And just enjoy it and get to know people and genuinely get to know people. Like, dig into their head. Understand their thoughts and feelings about stuff. I don't know. But yeah. It was really nice, but I'm kind of tired because it's like almost 12. It might be 12 already, I'm not sure. But yeah. Good night. Outfit check! We're going to a restaurant for dinner tonight, and me and Emmanuel, have already had lunch, and this was the outfit, and I'm gonna keep this because it's comfortable, and it's cute, so. Look at the difference my curling makes my eyelashes. Oh my god. But it was the cutest little French. But we went to lunch, and this is the outfit I wore. And the food was good, so that was great. Although, I remember that I don't like Dijon mustard, at all. It's bad. So the sandwich I got had Dijon mustard on it. And the sandwich I had Dijon mustard on it, and I literally had to take the bottom off because I was like, it's so gross. And then Emmanuel tried it and he was like, this is bad. And I was like, I know. I think I'm just gonna do my eyebrows because I can't be bothered to wear makeup. We're going to a movie theater right after dinner, and I want something comfy. So, but I wanted to fix my hair because why not? Yeah. This week has been a lot. But we made it, and we're here. And I just felt like talking, so I'm just gonna talk. Because I've been getting a lot of big feelings recently, okay? A lot of big feelings. And I think, today, I went to the gym, right? My legs hurt. My back hurts from yesterday when we went. I'm like, my whole body is just like, ugh, but I did it, okay? And I went to the gym, and I did it, alright? And I'm so proud, okay? But I've been just thinking, like, about how many opportunities I have been given to just live, I guess. And I kind of just, a lot of big things have been coming up recently. Just like within my mind, just how I view just everything. And a lot of it has been because of changes that I feel like I've made and that I will continue making because it betters just my life, if that makes sense. I think that humanity as a whole, we struggle with change. Some of us really struggle. I honestly embrace it. I like change. I think that life would be too boring if we were all just the exact same and life was just, it just followed, right? I think that it is so important that we have those little mishaps, the little things that happen along our path, the challenges that we face, because it builds our character, it builds us. And I just been thinking so much about that lately of like, I've had a couple of breakdowns, if we're being completely honest, like open about it. I've had a couple of breakdowns just in like the last week or so because of just how much is going on up here. Because I am changing, and because life is changing, and because people change. And it is difficult sometimes to like stay on track with everything, but I wouldn't have it any other way. And I think it's very important that we remember that it is important to have change, because it is what leads to other life opportunities, to other things happening for us. And I am so grateful that I've come to a point with myself where I can embrace it, and I can also look forward to new opportunities to grow as a person, but also grow as a partner in my relationship, or grow at work, or grow, just like the stuff here and just my hobbies and everything. And I am very grateful that I've gotten to the point where I am staying very dedicated to those things and very like on it. But change happens, right? And sometimes I find it difficult to remember that I am human and that things, sometimes they fall off course, right? And that's okay, because there's a reason to it. And so I've just been thinking a lot lately of just like the fact that I'm even going to the gym, so like my body is changing, the fact that I've changed my mindset to even going is, I think, just, I'm proud, okay? I'm proud of myself. I'm gonna pat myself on the back because I'm proud, okay? I've been wanting to go to the gym for forever, and I finally have decided. And I think the reason for that is because I used to think of life where everything had to be perfect. I had to have everything perfect before I started doing stuff, right? So, like, for the gym, I used to believe, like, that I have to have people that are either go, or I have to have, I have to be making this amount of money, I have to have this happening in my life, whatever. I think that other things, such as just like this YouTube thing, right? I used to want it to be so perfect. And I want life, like, I always wanted life to be so perfect, and kind of OCD tendency of like things have to be all in order. But we don't know, okay? Humans don't know. You will never be ready for anything. And that's just how it goes, right? You will think that you've set yourself up to completely succeed in something. And maybe even in, like, somebody else's eyes, they'd be like, oh yeah, you're gonna do fine. And things don't go well. Or they don't go the way you thought they were going to. There's a reason to it. And I think that is so important. It's so important to remember there's a reason to everything. Things will not go your way all the time because they're not meant to. I think as humans we get really big egos, especially now, and some of us have gone unchecked, and I am talking to myself, okay? I'm talking to myself. Some of us have huge egos, alright? I'm working on it, okay? but they get in the way for certain things. And so, like, I think I've had a lot of mental breakdowns lately because I am relearning things. I am breaking down my foundation to build myself back up on purpose so that I can sit in a mindset that is what I would like to achieve. I want to be that way, so I'm going to be that way. And that requires change. You have to change your mindset. You have to, look into yourself and realize, yeah, we all got ego, okay? We all got shadow work that we have to be doing. Don't have to be doing. I'd recommend it, though. But it's gonna come up either way, right? Things like this come up either way because of change, right? It is meant to forward the motion of living, right? So I had a lot of mental breakdowns lately. And I think that it has definitely helped me in a lot of ways. I've been thinking just about the fact that I am genuinely happy. And if I hadn't done all the work that it took to get me here, I would still be stuck in the mindset from like years ago, right? But I did all that work. And I changed my lifestyle. I changed my mindset. I changed it because it was needed. And I just have been thinking about that a lot. About the fact that change is necessary, right? It is needed in order to move you forward. Or else we would just be stagnant. I mean, it would be, I guess, nice if we just got everything we ever wanted, but it'd be kind of boring. You know? We gotta have a little bit of challenge, or else you kind of lose the whole point of being grateful for things, right? Because you're just getting it all. You're just getting it all. Just hand delivered to you on a platter, right? If everything just goes right. And you lose the excitement, the suspense, the just enjoyment out of actually succeeding and achieving something that you've genuinely been working for. And if we didn't have change and things just kind of went along, it'd be boring. And we would all be robots. We would lose our minds. But yeah. So I think it's important. I think it's very important that we just remember that change is necessary and needed. So. But yeah. My legs hurt. My back hurts. I've been doing a lot of stuff. I watched Sinners, which is a new movie that just came out. It was really good. Michael B. Jordan's in it, so like, it'd be good either way. But no, it was good. But it was exciting just to be able to hang out with everybody. Like, everybody, but I was with my boyfriend and Mace, and we just had a good time. Oh, there goes all the lights, so I think that's my cue to go to bed, because this one's probably about to come off, so. But yeah, just remember, change is necessary. I love you. Have a good night.